reminder that this is not the time to give up, but this is the time to show up and to move forward and to show to yourself that what you're wanting to achieve does matter, does have purpose, does have a place in your life, and that you deserve to achieve your dream and to move forward, learn from it, grow from it. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you're watching this video and you are part of my group. Today I'm going to talk about an emotion that we all have come across one way or the other. This particular emotion, doesn't matter how rich you are, how poor you are, even how successful you are, it is something that we have dealt with and we're going to deal with it time after time after time. Oh God, this emotion really sometimes gets me frustrated. But am I frustrated or am I angry? Or what am I really feeling when I feel this particular emotion? And I experienced this when I was losing my weight. And everyone would have felt this emotion one way or the other. And today, what I'm talking about is disappointment. How to cope with disappointment, how to deal with disappointment, because if we don't deal with disappointment, disappointment will destroy us and it will get us down and we'll feel depressed from it. So disappointment is something that we wanted so badly, but we didn't get the outcome that we wanted. Did we give up too soon on that weight loss journey because we weren't getting the results quick enough? Or that job, or whatever it was, that career, whatever it is, disappointment has been around for so long. And when it comes to disappointment, it is not about being perfect. It's not about being the right moment, because that is going to be disappointment straight away. We can be perfecting something that what we really want, and that's fine. But disappointment is something that we need to be proactive and learn from it. And no, disappointment is not the dead end. It is not finished. In actual fact, disappointment is the opposite. So disappointment is something that we need to deal with in the present. Because with disappointment, we need to deal with it straight away. I'm not talking about suppressing your feelings or being in denial or even saying that it never happened before. It's happening, it's happened, let's deal with that. So what's one way you can cope with disappointment is to deal with it, is to accept it, is to embrace it, is to feel it. And I mean feel it and to let it go. The sooner that we can turn around and change disappointment into another direction, the better it's going to be for us. Because, as I was saying earlier, disappointment can destroy us from our dreams, from what it is what you are wanting to achieve. So my first tip in coping with disappointment is to accept it, is to embrace it, is to say, yes, it's happened, and I feel angry, and I feel frustrated. And that's okay, because you can turn those emotions, the disappointment emotion, from a negative into a positive, because we can learn from it. So embrace it. It's reality. And then my second tip to cope with disappointment is to let it go. I mean, let it go, virtually. I don't care if you need to get on top of a mountain and scream it out, or go for a run, or whatever it is which you can let go, to let it escape from your head and your heart and your system, and let it out. Because that is one way that you are dealing with disappointment, and you're not suppressing disappointment inside of you. I know it can be difficult. I don't have all the answers, but what I do have is a process in which we can cope and get past disappointment, because disappointment is a part of life. It's always going to be there. but from disappointment we can grow and we can understand. Think of someone out there who has invented something. For example, Thomas Edison. Every time that he didn't get the light globe right, sure, he was disappointed. He was disappointed from that. But did he say that was it? I'm going to give up? I'm not going to do it anymore? No, you need to turn it around. The direction. What did you learn from it? What did you learn from that particular disappointment? Is really key, is a key to moving forward and still continuing with that dream that we learn from it. So what did we gain from it? What did we gain from the disappointment that we can take with us and to move forward? What will you do next time? And that is what's important. It's all about, okay, this worked, this didn't work. So by having a piece of paper and divide it in half, on one side, this part worked, great, I'm on track, I know it's working, and these are the things that didn't work. Okay, I can make it better, I can fine tune it, and you'll get better and better as you go along. The more practice you do, and we're going to make mistakes, and that's part of life. Provided we can learn from it, provided we can take the positives and get rid of the negatives. In other words, what worked, what didn't work, what did I gain, what did I learn, how am I going to attack it the next time? What am I going to do this time that's going to make it work? See, that brings excitement, saying that that dream that you had that didn't work out and you're disappointed, now you're going to turn around, bring the excitement, bring the enthusiasm, we're going to deal with it straight away. Because you're frustrated, we need to change the direction, because whatever those things that you were doing before that wasn't working, that's okay, we're not going to do it again because there's no point. We're going to do it this way. And that's how we cope with disappointment, is when we deal with it, not when we're in denial. We let go of it, but most importantly, we learn from it. What worked? What didn't? Disappointment immediately. Yes, we're human. Process it, but don't let it process for too long, because if you don't deal with disappointment in a timely fashion, it will bring you down, it will destroy you, it will make you depressed, and it will also affect other parts of your life. Be in your job, be in your relationship, be in your health, be in your finances, it will affect it, and that's why we need to deal with it. So I want you to embrace disappointment. I want you to learn. I want you to make some changes, but keep on moving forward your dream. And at the same time, I want you to do this, because I haven't done it since I've been talking to you. And this is breathing. Take a deep breath, in and out, 3 times. And then say the words out loud, let it go. This disappointment will no longer keep me down. It will only get me back up again to move forward, to continue with your disappointment. Because that disappointment of not achieving your dream, it's only a temporary delay. Disappointment is only a temporary emotion. It's not worth anything. So coping with disappointment in life is very important, because we're going to come across disappointment one way or another in life. So today, just recapping, it's all about disappointment. But disappointment is all about dealing with disappointment, learning from disappointment, what worked, what didn't work, what you gained from it, and what you learned from it. And with all that information, you can put together your new approach in dealing with the dream, the goal that you have in front of you, by learning each time that this silly emotion that pops up from time to time, but it's a trigger that keeps us going forward and reminds us why we are wanting to achieve our goal, why we are wanting to lose weight for the very last time, and why it is important to us. That's the essence of being human, striving to be better and better and doing what we can do and living in the present. And coping with disappointment is important. And as you get older, you'll be able to deal with it better and better as you go along. And therefore you can start living your best life, start living a more fulfilled life and not wasting the energy on this silly emotion called disappointment. So I really hope that you'll be able to take away some ideas and tips that's going to help you process that emotion disappointment quicker. And the quicker you can deal with it, the quicker you can push to one side or kick it to one side, is the sooner they can get back on the horse and move forward and embrace it and work towards the dream that you had when disappointment decided to come in and just distract you or divert you or derail you for that one slight moment. And that is just a reminder for you to keep on moving forward, a reminder that this is not the time to give up, but this is the time to show up and to move forward and to show to yourself that what are you wanting to achieve does matter, does have purpose, does have a place in your life, and that you deserve to achieve your dream and to move forward, learn from it, grow from it, and take the positives. I'm Silvestro, the Weight Loss King, and I hope this has helped you in coping and moving forward, whatever disappointment comes knocking on your door. Thank you for liking this video. Thank you for subscribing. Please hit down below, and I look forward in speaking with you shortly. Thank you. Take a deep breath, in and out, 3 times, and then say the words out loud, let it go. This disappointment will no longer keep me down. It will only get me back up again to move forward, to continue